something I want to talk about is what I've struggled with since I started back on my health and fitness journey after Nolan, and that's my nutrition. I've kind of just treated it like I'll get to it when I have a chance. I'll eat when I can. I will, whatever the excuses are. And so some days I'll be totally on point, and then other days I'll be like, oh my gosh, I haven't had lunch, or oh my gosh, I haven't had breakfast, and it's noon. So what I'm sharing is what I've done in the past has been successful, and I'm telling you guys right now that I'm going to, this group, I am making it my number one priority to eat all of my meals and to eat all of my containers. So most of you guys have all done the 21-day fix. I'm going to unmute Hannah because I can't see you. And Mom, I know you've done the 21-day fix before, so I'm not going to unmute you because there's probably background noise. And yeah, sorry. And yeah, I'll unmute you too, you guys. Okay, so basically, Mom, you're the only one who's not muted. I'm sorry. I guess I'll unmute you too because I feel bad. Okay.
Well, no, it's okay. It's all right. I don't mind. Mute me.
You just don't understand what it's like at my parents' house. Okay. Okay. So, so what have you guys, so you guys have all done 21-day fix, at least one round, or a program that incorporated the containers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brittany looks like she's talking to a child, so yeah, I know.
I'm saying yes, but then
Yeah. It's okay. It'd be really funny if that was your husband. Okay, so what has worked and what's a struggle of yours? Nicole, you want to go first?
All right, I've tried lots of different.
Yes, I'm drinking a Sprite. It's literally just as much. Ryan's drinking the rest. I'm really gassy, so I needed to drink that. Sorry.
So I've got this little thing.
Mm-hmm.
I print it off. That's how I plan each of my days.
Mm-hmm.
And I just made this because I was inspired by yours.
I just shared that. Yeah, I love that one.
I had already made something. All right, that's work. Hold on. I already made something that was just breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Ethan's food.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so then this is a little bit different, but here's my plan for meals for the week.
Cool.
And my shopping list. Okay, so, but I really, I have a hard time remembering afternoon snacks.
Okay.
It's probably my hardest thing, but I'm all about breakfast.
Cool.
Hi,
baby. Scarlett. What are you eating? Is that like a chicken nugget?
No, it's a teether. It's
a
little
cute.
like thingy. Yeah.
Okay, so snacks. That's a good. So is it more like you forget to eat them, or you can't think of any ideas? Okay.
Yeah, I just forget to eat them.
Okay.
And I think I've been pretty good about. And then late night snacks. I think I need to start incorporating a late night snack into my containers because I always get super hungry and then I just reach for something.
Okay. So maybe changing instead of having like an afternoon snack, you just make it like an after dinner snack.
Yeah, or separate the snacks up and make it like a little bit smaller or like something like that.
Okay, that's it. And the reason why I'm asking is because I'm writing these down to see if like what I can find to try to help with that too. Brittany, did you want to go or do you want me to jump over to Hannah?
No, I can go. I would say like my biggest struggle is white sugar. That's the hardest thing because like I have my own pantry and my husband has his pantry, but I can still get to his really easily. And there's a lot of Easter candy in there right now already. So that's tough because I'll have like one piece and I'll be like, oh, I'll be fine. And then I'll keep walking by it and it just snowballs from there.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to try to focus on that this time around. That's bad. The little containers have been really great though. I mean, I didn't have them in the beginning, so I just kind of online, I looked up like what the approximate sizes were. And so now I feel like I have a really just a good handle on them in general, even when we're out, I'm able to portion things much better. Probably still having too many carbs though. But I really love my yellow container. My yellow, my blue.
Well, something that's cool is after you do like one solid round and you kind of, or whenever you get to a goal of yours, you should move up to the next container bracket because, you know, when you're starting out with a 21-day fix or whatever, when you're starting out this container plan, well, I'll just go with that, you are already eating at a deficit. So once you've gotten to that place that you are, you shouldn't still remain there. Because your body just wants, it's always seeking like that equilibrium, and you kind of got to trick it, and you're going to need more fuel, if that makes sense, to maintain where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you're saying I would go up a bracket in this case?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're at where you want to be, for sure.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen Brittany's transformation, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it totally inspired me. I'm like,
Good job, Brittany.
I gotta get my act together. So she is like always, she doesn't realize it, but she's always calling me out. So in a good way. It's good. It's good. Okay, Hannah, what has gone well for you when it comes to meal prep and stuff?
Hey, yeah. So every time I've done this and I write down like what my meals have been each day, I incorporate the next time like all of my favorite meals.
Yeah.
And I like take those over to the next, you know, group that I've done or program I've done. So I really enjoyed doing that. And then I actually have a lot of really tasty meals that I've made and are frozen. So I kind of work my containers around what I have in the freezer that I want to thaw that day.
Okay.
So
good.
it's just kind of easy to already have it, you know, ready and cooked. You just got to heat it back up.
Do you have like a meal prepping day where you get all this food done?
I do a lot of my stuff on Sunday.
Okay.
Like my grocery shopping.
Okay. Something I wanted to ask Brittany. When you're noticing these sugar cravings, is it around a certain time or is it just like an all-day thing?
It's pretty much like afternoon is when it hits really bad, and I recently have started having the Shakeology like in the morning, especially because I have the cafe latte and it's got this, you know, the green coffee beans in there. I can't really have it past like 2 o'clock or so, or I'll be like, woo. So I think if I just started having the Shakeology later, maybe that would kind of help.
Okay.
But it's just so easy to have that for breakfast real fast while she's napping.
I know. So what about going into what Nicole is struggling with snacks? Is that a time when you're having snacks, or is that kind of just like a free block of time before dinner?
Yeah, I'd say I'm usually like kind of running around at that point. So I probably am not fueling myself enough with the good stuff. So I think if I were to just like prep and set aside like fruits or veggies or something like that, so it's easier to reach for it, that would probably help big time.
Okay. And then I'm going to jump back to Hannah. Hannah made these really good Shakeology balls with cafe latte. Has that helped you out, Hannah, at all?
Yeah, I haven't made them again, but when I made them, it was about 24 balls, and I would take those to work, like 2 or 3, and leave them in the fridge. And when I needed a snack, and they're really tasty, I would eat those at work.
Cool. I think
I still need to share that recipe.
Yeah. Well, you can share it in this one.
Okay.
And I'll share the cookies that I've made that are really good. Because maybe that's a way that we all can kind of get our little sugar in, especially with Easter around the corner and, you know, those beautiful pastel candies. Okay, I'm getting some good ideas. These are good post ideas if you guys haven't caught on. Okay, so it sounds like you guys all have a really good system where you're writing down your meals and you are planning to eat them. It's just we need to work on like making sure that you eat them all at the right amount of time. So we can do that. The next thing I wanted to ask is, would you guys be open to every Tuesday sharing in our group like a kick butt recipe? Because I really want to update the recipes that I have. They're just like I don't know. I was honestly, they're 4 years old. 3 years from 2014, so they need to be updated. And I know Nicole's other group has like killer recipes. So would you guys be open to doing that?
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna say like Tuesdays. All right. All right. The next thing I wanted to ask you guys is, how do you feel about this group? Is going to be a lot more. It's going to ask a little bit more of you in the sense of the Miracle Morning, incorporating that into your day. How do you guys feel? I know, Hannah, your work schedule's kind of up in the air when it comes to your time, but how do you guys feel about committing at least 3 days a week to waking up and getting your stuff?
Yeah, what's it? Can you like elaborate a little bit more about how we're going to go through the book together?
Yeah. So you have the book now, and I know, Nicole, you haven't read it yet, right?
I'm going to go get it, though.
Okay. It's just, so what I really like about this book is that, Oh, Ryan's making fun of me that I'm in a bedroom.
So am I.
So is Nicole.
Because we both have to hide from our kids.
Exactly. Okay, so the Miracle Morning, what it does is it teaches you what's called lifesavers, which are how to essentially start your mornings off in a really productive way. So you start with silence, where you just take 5 to 10 minutes just in silence, just to kind of get your head ready for your day or ready for your Miracle Morning. Affirmations, so you start writing out or speaking out affirmations, because, I don't know if you guys, I've noticed that the thing that I say over and over in my head is, I don't care. And that's where it's like, I don't care if I drink another glass of wine, or I don't care if that person says whatever they want. Like, it's constantly in my head, and I know I need to rewire that to be like, I do care. This matters. This is important. So for me, that's what my affirmations have really been helping me work through and actually notice about myself. V is visualization. So visualizing what you want at the end of these 30 days in your life, in your job, in your health. E, exercise, which is already what we're all working on. R, reading. So reading 10 minutes of the Miracle Morning, or if you've already read the book, another positive, uplifting book that's just going to, again, get you in the frame of mind to have a kick butt day. I'm not saying the A word because my mom's on here, but you guys know what I'm saying. And there's a child. And then S, scribing. So again, spending 10 to 15 minutes just writing out your thoughts. And at the end of the book, it actually talks about the 30-day challenge. And that's really what we're going to go through. I don't have my book in here for some reason. It's in the other room. But that's what I really want to pull to life, the 30-day challenge, so that we can actually put this into practice. Because I'll let Brittany speak on this. Like, why did you, like, I'm going to ask Hannah if I answered the question. But then, Brittany, I want you to share why you did this and what changes have you seen in your life. Hannah, did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. And I'm definitely, willing to do the 3 days, or more per week. I'm just going to get up extra early.
So with that being said, Brittany, I mean, you wake up, you have a child that wakes up at like 6 and is like ready for you to run her day. Why did you start, and what has helped you?
I started doing it because I remember standing in front of my husband, like, crying. I was so upset. I was so overwhelmed. I felt like I was a bad mom. I was beating myself up. I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like my general attitude towards things. I felt like I was self-sabotaging a lot of different aspects of my life. And I just told him I needed change. And I saw that you had posted about the book. And I went, all right, I'll get it. I'll see if it's even available. And I got it for free on my Kindle, and I read it within like a day. And the next morning I was like, let's do it. And I was really excited about it. And I noticed within like 3 days, my whole attitude and how I carried myself and everything just was like totally different. I really committed to like doing each one of the actual like lifesavers and not like skimping on anything. And I did like 1 hour, 10 minutes for each of them to start. And then after about 2 weeks of doing that consistently, I started kind of tweaking it. I've noticed a huge change in just like how I feel more on top of things, even if stuff gets out of control or it gets stressful. I feel like I'm better able to handle those situations and think more practically and logically through them instead of emotionally. And when your hormones are going crazy coming down off of being pregnant and you're a new mom, it can get really overwhelming. And so I feel like it's just helped me to kind of meter that out and just to become more consistent and a more reliable parent and wife and just friend and human being in general. I can't think of an area of my life that this has not improved. Are you smiling? Yeah. Just like, hey, everyone. So I mean, I've had to tweak it, and I've learned not to beat myself up over that. I mean, yeah, I've slept in occasionally. The latest I've slept in, though, really has been like 6:45. Because I want to get up and I want to do it, and I know that my day's going to improve because I've been doing this for almost 2 months now. And it just, by the time she wakes up and is ready to go, like I've already been ready to go, and I just feel like it sets a really good tone for my whole family. So.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And this is why I am committing to doing it this month. What do you guys have any other questions about the Miracle Morning?
Yeah, I have a question, and maybe anyone who's like Noelle and the woman that was just speaking, Brittany, I think.
Yeah.
Like, what was the most noticeable change, or area where you felt most affected just in the first 30 days?
Do you mean in like regards to one specific area of the lifesavers, or just like in
your
general?
Overall like outlook, like your just outlook and where you felt like it was most useful?
Yeah, I would say like my overall attitude with just life in general just improved majorly. Like I really don't know how else to sum it up. It's like I found motivation where I hadn't found it before. I was able to see the positive in things where prior to that I was really picking on the negatives and really hanging on to them.
Okay.
I felt a lot more confident and capable. I mean, really for me, it absolutely changed my life, and it just started with my attitude, and it was like all uphill from there.
And for me, like I was kind of saying earlier, by sitting there and doing affirmations and by sitting there and just in silence, like I became more aware of the negative things that I was just letting flow into my head that I thought were so normal, like saying, oh, I don't care, like saying, I don't care. Like I say that all the time to myself. And I'm not sure if it's just something like to protect myself. Like if I'm talking to someone and they don't respond back to me at all, or they say something kind of mean, I'll just be like, I don't care. Or, I don't care if I eat this. Or, Ryan made corn muffins the other night, and I love corn muffins. And I would, for the second one, and say, I don't care. Let me lather this with butter, And so for me, like hearing that and hearing myself say it now, it's like, whoop, rewind. No, you do care. And this is what's going to happen if you eat that third corn muffin, But like nothing, and I've read so many personal development books before, and nothing really made me realize that I do that so much. So I hope that, and honestly too, Hannah, I think what the beauty about this is you don't know what it's going to do for you, but like when you put yourself in a place to, what's the word I'm trying to say? When you put yourself in that position to like get something out of it, I think it'll be really cool. I think it'll be really cool. We'll see, right?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, and one more thing real quick before I forget. I wouldn't have reached out to Noelle and even be here in this group today if I hadn't started the Miracle Morning. would not have had the confidence to reach out. I had sat for like 6 months, like looking at Noelle's posts and being like, should I do Beachbody? Should I not? Should I get involved? Should I not? And then like within reading this book, within 2 days, I contacted her. And by the end of like, I think like a week and a half later, I'd signed up.
Yeah.
And was like ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
And like you said, like you guys, her transformation in just 28 days is so inspiring. I mean, she's like beast mode all day long. In a good way. Hannah, I thought you were gonna say something.
Don't do that.
No.
So how the group is gonna go is every day I'm gonna share something like motivational to kind of help get you in that mindset of having a kick butt day, and then I really want to focus a lot on nutrition. So it'll be like inspiration, nutrition, recipes, things like that, and then just reminding you like, hey, don't forget to do your miracle morning, like and I'll post those reminders at night to kind of get you excited before you go to bed, because that's a big thing that he talks about. You want to wake up with this Christmas morning excitement every single day. So yeah, do you guys have any other questions?
Yeah, I have one question. So what's like an estimated time that one should set aside? You've got your workout, which is probably 30 minutes, but total for doing, if you do all the savers before work.
How much time? I mean, when you first start off, isn't there like a 6-minute miracle morning? So what I think we should do in the first week is just do that. So 6 minutes. So it's very short, but it at least gets you ready. And so I will share that tonight. Or it's on page. I think it's on page like middle of the book, Hannah.
Okay, it's on 89.
89. Okay, there you go. So that's what I would start with. Okay, for your first couple days, and then once you feel more comfortable, adding everything down to 10 minutes minus your workout.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So it would be, how many savers are there? 6?
6.
So 5. So 50 minutes. Eventually you'll get to that point, I think. And, silence might take 2 minutes. Affirmations might take 6. Visualization and affirmations might merge into one. You strictly do 10 minutes each time, Brittany?
No, I've adapted it now. Typically what I do, I have to break it up because her schedule's changed. So I do like 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of visualization, 5 for affirmations, and then my workout. Journaling is like whatever I want because I really like doing that. But then the workout comes afterwards, like after she's been up. I'll do that for first nap so that I'm not like stressed out to so I break it up and that works for me.
And what I found, Hannah, is number one, for my mornings, because my mornings are a lot like Brittany's, the number one things I try to get done before Nolan wakes up, so it's kind of like a race, a beat the clock type moment, is I do my meditation, I do affirmations, and then I do a workout. And then after he's up, that's when I'll start scribing or journaling. But those are my I must get done, because I know I'm already like, I'm 3 out of 3, And visualization sometimes kind of seeps into affirmations for me. So maybe that's what we should do in the first week. Because I know, you're not the only one who has a full-time job that they have to get to. So maybe, do you think that would be helpful, Brittany, if we just did, hey guys, for this week, we're just going to try to do 3 lifesavers before work?
Yeah, I think that would be really good, just to kind of do an intro, because there were mornings the first week that I didn't get everything done before she was up, and I didn't, it was still okay. I mean, you just got to get like the ones that are most important to you in. So I mean, wow.
Okay, how about we do that then, guys? So what we'll do is we'll try to aim for 3, your exercise, number 1, and whatever those other 2 are for you. And then by the end of the day, we'll do like a end of day check-in to see like if you got all your savers in. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. You can talk. Sorry. Does that sound good, Mom?
Oh, that's it? That sounds good.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's really all that I have for you guys. There's some new girls in our group, so, give them a little hug, Challenger app if you can, help out where you can, and let me know if you have any questions. And last but not least, I'm sending you guys all a final group from the last group check-in. Make sure you do it. Don't forget to take your after pictures because they will become your before pictures for this group. Sound good?
Okay.
All right, Mom,
Thank
you gotta
you.
take your pictures too.
I already did.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Bye, ladies. Thank you for hopping on. And
Bye. Bye. Good night.
night, Mom.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, Hannah. Bye, Nicole. Bye, Brittany.
Bye.